Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is another video on crops farmer, the fork of baked beans. Today a bit of update and talk about what you have to do to grow your investment in these miners, basically. So before just we wanted to I wanted to talk about the TDL funds in the contract. So a couple days ago, these guys launched another one in Phantom Network, and you can actually get your hands on this data directly in the scan, FTM scan or BSC scans and things. But anyway, I like to download everything and local, install the data, and so I can run queries to get whatever I want. So this is the FTM Phantom Crops Farmer launched on the 6th of May. As you can see, there's no withdrawal done so far, except for a very few that we can see. But because of the compound rules, and if you don't stick to that rule, you have to pay for a penalty. That's why we are not seeing withdrawal amount yet. But as you can see, FTM Phantom Crops Farmer, or if you move on to USDC Crops Farmer, the very first day there's a hype and a lot of people try to get in, and then the second and third day it's like a tiny percentage of what was deposited on the first day. This is Phantom, this is the USDC Crops Farmer funds, and also this is the B&B Crops Farmer. So as you can see, the first day, the second day accounts for only 20% or less than 20% of what was deposited on the first day. This is not really a good sign of a project. And if we go back to the original BUSD Crops Farm, as you can see, the second day of the launch, you still have slightly more than 30% of the deposits in the first day, and the third day too, the fourth day, and then you kind of magically, get more deposits coming in after a while, and you go down, go back up and down. So anyway, so the original one has been lasting quite well, but if you go back to Phantom USDC. USDC has been around for quite a while. It was launched on the 22nd of April. It's been around for a while, and you already seeing from the third and fourth day TVLs going down, more deposits, more withdrawals than a deposit. So as you can see, deposits, the percentage of withdrawal amount or the deposit amount, it's all the time above 100%. So that's the reason for the funds in the contract to be going down. Let me go back to BUSD Crops Farmer. For the very first time, a couple days ago, we start to see more withdrawal than the deposit amount, which makes the funds to go down in the contract. This is natural. Normally, these miners the growth lasts, sometimes just one day, sometimes 1 week, or sometimes 2 weeks. I've seen some miners such as Ruby Mine on Avax chain that lasted for 2 weeks to 3 weeks. The TVL had been going up for quite some time. Actually, I ROI'd And after the two withdrawals, and I'm at around 350% ROI on Ruby Mine. Luckily, I got in on the first day. So your ROI actually really depends on how the growth of the project and how long the growth has been going on. So as soon as you start to see the funds going down, start to see withdrawal amount exceeding the deposit amount, then that's when you start to see your daily yields going down a lot faster, even though you're compounding. If we go down, this is the percentage of withdrawal amount over deposit amount, and we're reaching close to 200%, so double the amount of deposit, right? So we'll be seeing most likely the funds keep going down going forwards unless the team goes hard on marketing, something like that. And this is the number of withdrawals and deposits on a daily basis, and you will see that the green line is the withdrawal account, withdrawal number of withdrawals, and the yellow line being deposit, the number of deposits on that day. So you can see, I think, all these guys that have started depositing, new investors, they need to withdraw, their rewards, and meaning that, you start to see this green line going up and up and up and up, right? And as the funds go down, less attractive for new investors to decide to deposit their money. All right, so I think my recommendation is not to get in right now in these crops farmers because it will take a long time to RI actually, and even in Phantom, which came out a couple days ago, but I don't recommend it. Obviously, not a USDC AVIX crops farmer either, BNB either. So even the USD farmers, you would take it would take a lot of time to RI, maybe like months. So I downloaded all the transactions and compile the data and sort it by wallets like the last time. It's updated. Feel free to take a look. And then rewards accumulation time. Well, this is a lot. This data also I presented the last time. On average, what people are doing when it comes to withdrawing, right? Because the system allows you to accumulate up until 48 hours to pile up all the rewards to make a withdrawal, right? So as you can see, a lot of people actually choose to either 24 hours accumulation and then make a withdrawal, or up to 2 days, 48 hours. So that's most common. And then when it comes to ROI, so which option's the best, right? So this is also updated. Last time I showed pretty much the same data, nothing has changed. Data got updated, but I think the same story. The longer you pile up your rewards, better the ROI. So unless you want, as a community, want the projects to last long, if you're after ROI, then that's the way to go. Unfortunately, the system allows you to do it, so it's up to each investors to go after whatever strategy they see fit. But this is the data. So the longer you accumulate the rewards, the better the ROI. So, and then next tab, this is the same as before. And so basically, this is the number of days since the first deposit and the ROI. So the guys that have deposited on the day of the launch, they are sitting around 50 something percent of ROI right now. And this will stay true even if a week from now, 2 weeks from now. I think the guys that deposited on the first day, they will continue to have the best ROI than the guys that deposit on the second day and the third day and so on. So it is extremely important to just get in as early as possible, because you never know what's going to happen. Luckily, the USD crops farmer has been growing in funds for 18 days or so. So maybe guys that deposited on the second day also could make it to ROI their investment. But to actually tell the importance of getting into the project as early as possible, instead of days, I actually break down into hours. So this is the new chart I created. And so since the launch, how many hours it's been for each wallet and the ROI of that, right? So you can see the wallet that's been 1,370 hours, 0.14, and then you got a lot of more decimals anyway. You are seeing here the same numbers sometimes, but actually the decimals are different. So the very first hour or minutes, as you can see, these guys are already doing for above 400%. And this next one around 300%. So this will hold true even after a week or even after 2 weeks or a month under this platform. So it is extremely important to get in as early as possible. And then it is important that new investors keep coming in after you. At the end of the day, this is all built around Ponzinomics. So you get gains out of the fresh capitals that come after you. Well, in the grand scheme of things, almost all DeFi projects are built around Ponzinomics, except for like a real true node project, as in like you becoming validators or miners and things. All these, depend on the fresh capitals. So that's basically it. So if you guys are thinking about, found a new project on baked beans fork, if you think it's going to be big, then it's extremely important to get in as early as possible to to make ROI as quickly as possible. Unless there are like some unique features to the project, that try to make the project sustainable. But so far, it is extremely important to get in as early as possible. If you don't have any referral. So, all right. So I hope you enjoyed the video. So that's it for today. Thank you very much.